Hi there. My name is Roland, and I'll take you through this training video. And essentially, what we are doing in this session is that I'll showcase how the system works, taking the role of a business user, start to finish. The first step is to sign up. So we are going to sign up. I'm just going to clean the details that were stored by the browser, but essentially create an account and I'll take you through. So we complete this form. The form to register basically contain your basic details. You need a valid email address, and you need to ensure that your password has at least one small letter, one capital letter, one special character, and you need to ensure that it's at least 8 characters long. Your invoicing email can be different from your user email. And then once you've completed the form, you can then create your account. And once you press on create account, the system will take a few seconds to validate your information. And the system tells you that your account has been created and an email was sent to your account. So I'll go to my account and then I'll see that I've received an email for activating the account. I click on the link that's been provided, and immediately I get the notification that your account has been activated. Please log in. I go to the login page, and it sends me to the login page. And as you can see, because you click on a different one, they will all just be 2 sessions. You can close this one. And then once I have registered, I'm now able to log in with my details. I'll put my email and then I'll put my password. I'll just put keep me logged in, just to the information. And you would see me logging in for the first time. And once I've logged in for the first time, you see me landing on the home page, which is the first module that you interact with when you're on the platform. And on this module, it gives you from the first time the design of the application, meaning that on the top bar, you would have on the header the possibility to buy the credits, to view your credits. Obviously, if you've run a few campaigns, you would see the result of your campaign on this page. So now we haven't run any campaign. We just arrived onto the platform for the first time. What do I do when I am the platform for the first time? The one thing is you start making the purchase of the things that are going to allow you to run your campaign. So as you would see on the menu, the first item that you see is making a purchase. And we will start with loading SMS and USSD credit. We click on SMS and USSD credit on the purchase. We go the purchase type. Let's start with SMS messages. How many messages do I want to purchase? Let's say I'd like to purchase 800 messages. Let's calculate the cost by pressing the calculate cost button, and then we confirm. Once we confirm, the system shows you all of the information that you need to be. Please be mindful of the fact that the currency here is into the Botswana Pula, and then I have the right to edit. If I'm not satisfied with this, it's like, okay, maybe this is cheaper, but if I'm happy with it, I can go and press make a payment. Once I've made a payment, you see me immediately landing on the payment gateway. And normally what would happen, this is for a demo, but normally what would happen when you land on a platform, you need to give your card details. as any other payment gateway, and you would see that the amount takes into account the VAT, the value added tax. And then you approve the terms and the conditions and you make the purchase. Now your payment has been approved and you get the message here that the number of available SMSs has been updated. Then we go to purchase again, and this time we're going to purchase the USSD credit. Just pay attention to the fact that here the amount of SMSs has been updated to 800, so you can send 800 messages. Now, this time I'll say no, I'd like to purchase USSD sessions. The process to purchase the USSD session is the same as the process to purchase SMS messages. You decide how many sessions, and for a session is simply a user interaction with the USSD app. So if the string is star 101 and star again and then 5 and hash, then I'll take that string and then I'll go through that process. But the minute I've accessed the string and the service, that's called the session. So it's essentially number of session is the number of times that the USSD string has been accessed by a mobile phone. So quantity here, let's say I like 1000 sessions. I'll calculate the cost and it gives me the cost, right? Perfect. Now let's confirm. I confirm. I am happy with everything. I can edit by pressing the edit button, and it's simply going to take me back to, as you can see, it takes you back to these are the information. You wanted 1000 session, and let's say I want 1500. And now I'll calculate the cost again. It's update my cost, and I confirm. Right, but now this time I am happy with it, and I go ahead and I make the payment. And the process is the same. It takes me to the payment gateway. I pay, and I get the response to say that the number of USSD session has been updated. Great, this is fantastic. Now, what else can I purchase? So I see SMS masking and USSD string. So SMS masking is simply a service that allows you to request to have a masking number, meaning that when you send your SMS campaign to other people, it will have the masking name or the masking number that you wish. So if I am BMW, I can request a masking ID that is BMW. So when I send the message to people, it will say BMW instead of saying the phone number. So let's go for an example. I'll go propose name. Let's call it, yes, let's go, no, we've used BMW way too many times. Let's use Audi. Usage type, so this is going to be for profit. It is requested by my marketing team, and I need to add documentation. So there are a few documentations that you need. You need the certificate of incorporation, you need the company extract, and you need the motivation letter. And also you need to provide the reason why you want the masking. So when you're purchasing the masking, you're essentially requesting the service provider, you're requesting to the administrators of the BITRI Gateway to say, can you please provide me this masking? And you'll see the cost for it. So I'll go there and I'll add the document for it. Add the reason. I'll just say testing for now, and then I confirm. Once I confirm, it tells you the full story, right? You want the proposed name Audi, your usage is for profit, the office that's requesting that from your company is the marketing office, your request status is still a draft at the moment, and that means you can edit it if you want to, or you can pay to submit your request. So the fact that you've created a request simply means that you have created it, but you haven't submitted it. And if you want to see the document that you've submitted, you just click on these icons that you see there. So if I click on one, you would see the documents that you've submitted will be open on a different page. Then we pay to submit, and the payment process is the same. It takes us to the payment gateway. We put all our details, we select, and we get the notification. Your payment was successful. It has been approved. Here's the transaction status from the payment gateway. Here is the amount. And the process is essentially the same when we are making a purchase for a USSD string. So what we do is we have a proposed name for our string, and we can say it's the same company. Let's say it's Audi. And the usage type of the string, we set for profit. Requesting, our marketing office is still the one requesting. The documents that are required are essentially the same document. Just to take a moment here, please note that for both the purchase of a masking ID and the purchase of the USSD string, for both of these instances, you are required to essentially submit these documentations, because these documentations have to be vetted by the administrator and making sure that it does comply with the rules and regulation. And therefore, that's why you're submitting a request. These requests will be reviewed, and then once the requests have been reviewed, this request will be submitted back to you. The response will get back to you. So I would say, okay, let's add the company extract. We add the motivation letter. We know what the amount is. The system tells us. I'll just say it's for testing purposes, and I'll confirm it. And just like with the masking ID, you get to see all of the details about the string. And please note that when you get the string, it's slightly different. What I mean by it's slightly different is they have to wait, and the process might be a few days longer, but it's worth it, because what you get is you get your own USSD string that you can launch your app into. And to simplify, the string is simply the USSD number that you get to access your USSD app. So *123#, that's a string. So we say, okay, we're happy with that. We are going to make the purchase. And great. And that's essentially what happens. And I think just to recapitulate, through this video, I've taken you through the first steps of interacting with the BITRI Gateway. Essentially, what happens is you create your account through the account registration process. For the account registration process, you need to have a valid email address, because that email address will be verified to verify that the account is valid. You need to make sure that your password has the right combination of at least one small letter, one capital letter, and one special character, and to make sure that you have at least 8 characters going through it. And once you've done that, you would receive a notification via email, and that notification will contain the link for the confirmation. Once you've clicked on the link, it takes you to the page that will tell you that your account has been confirmed. And once you get your link and you receive the message that your account has been confirmed, you click on login when you get to that link, and then you're able to log on to the application. And when you get to the application as a business user, the first thing that you actually see is your home page. You see your home page. Your home page contains the key metrics. On your home page, you'll be able to filter the information and the reports using dates. So you decide which date you want to start with, which date do you want to end with. looking at the form in front. If you want to clean the filters, you're also able to do that, and it will set you back to the original filters. Once you're on this home page, and you've never run any campaign, so you're not yet to verify anything, and what you have to do then is to purchase the right product for what you aim to execute. And we took you through the purchase process for the products that we currently have. So we have the SMS credit, we have the USSD credit, which is basically purchasing SMS messages, how many SMS messages you want. For the USSD credit, it's translated into how many USSD sessions you would like to have. And what follows through is we purchase a masking ID, and the purchase of a masking ID is essentially a request that you would like to have a masking ID, meaning that you can identify yourself to the people that you're sending the message to, and they will know where this message is coming from. So it's not a scam, it's not anything and that has not been approved. And then third, you can purchase the USSD string. The process of purchasing the USSD string and the masking ID is exactly the same. You complete the form, you upload the documents that are relevant to the request, you submit the request, you verify your request, the information that's on your request, and then you proceed with the payment. Obviously, if your bank card does not have the amount, you will have a declined message regarding your payment. Your information, your payment information is not stored with us. It's simply handled by the payment provider on using an API. So all simple, all clear. These are the initial steps for you to log on to the platform. And in the next video, I will show you how you proceed with I show essentially how you proceed with the creation of an SMS campaign, the creation of a USSD campaign, and how you use other features on the platform. I'll see you on the next video.